Friends, today we'll share 7 attitudes with you that if you make them a part of your personality, people will naturally start being attracted to you. Because the law of attraction says, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Whenever you meet or interact with someone, people primarily judge you based on your behavior. If you lack certain key attitudes, it becomes hard for others to feel attracted to you. These 7 attitudes are essential to building an attractive personality. 1. Be extremely clear. You might have experienced this before, when someone speaks to you but ends up confusing or contradicting themselves. Such people often backtrack on their statements, saying things like, "That's not what I meant," or "You misunderstood me." They twist their words to avoid taking responsibility. People dislike interacting with individuals who constantly change their opinions or statements. On the other hand, someone who speaks with conviction, stands by their words, and owns up to their mistakes, even if their words might hurt, earns respect. Being direct, authentic, and fearless creates a strong impression. It shows you are genuine and have a bold personality. 2. Don't be always available. Let's say you have a date scheduled, but something urgent comes up at the last minute, and you must cancel. If you message the other person to postpone, you might think they'll get upset. But more often than not, this action signals that you have other priorities and commitments in life. Being unavailable all the time is a mistake, but being overly available is equally unattractive. It's crucial to maintain a balance. When you value your time and don't drop everything at others' convenience, people find you more intriguing and respectful of yourself. 3. Be a social leader. Attractive people are often leaders, not just at their workplace, but in their social circles as well. They take initiative, aren't afraid to talk to strangers, and embrace challenges. In real life, we admire people who take charge and inspire others. You don't need a high-paying job or fancy credentials to become a social leader. What matters is your mindset. Stand up for yourself, fight for what's right, and lead by example. This attitude will transform your personality and make you magnetic to others. 4. Walk away when necessary. Whether in a relationship or friendship, if someone doesn't respect you or your worth, don't stay around trying to fix things endlessly. People with high self-respect don't argue or beg for attention. They silently walk away from situations that drain their energy. This attitude sends a powerful message that you won't tolerate being taken for granted. It forces others to value your presence because they know you won't settle for less. 5. Quiet confidence. Confidence doesn't mean bragging about your achievements. For example, if someone constantly talks about their wealth or possessions, it becomes tiresome. On the contrary, someone who maintains a humble attitude despite having success leaves a lasting impression. Let people discover your qualities on their own. True confidence doesn't need to be loudly advertised. It speaks for itself. 6. Embrace imperfections. According to research, people find those who acknowledge their mistakes more relatable and attractive. For instance, in an experiment, participants found individuals who performed well but spilled coffee during their presentation more likable than those who performed perfectly without any mistakes. This is because imperfection makes you human. Trying to hide your flaws or appear too perfect can make you seem unapproachable. Embracing your mistakes shows growth and relatability, making you more appealing. 7. Develop a resilient attitude. Failures often lead people to give up, but those who replace fear with problem-solving stand out. When you face setbacks, treat them as opportunities to learn and improve, rather than reasons to quit. This resilience not only strengthens your personality, but also inspires others. People are naturally drawn to those who persevere despite challenges. Your personality is the core of who you are, and when you embrace certain attitudes, you naturally become more magnetic to others. It starts with honesty. Being genuine and truthful in your words and actions creates a foundation of trust. People are drawn to those who are real because it makes them feel safe and understood. Another key attitude is valuing your time. When you respect your own time, others will too. It's not about being unavailable all the time, but knowing when to prioritize yourself. This shows self-respect and creates a sense of importance around your presence. Taking initiative is also a powerful trait. Whether it's starting a conversation or making decisions, showing leadership in small, everyday moments sets you apart. It reflects confidence and reliability, qualities that people admire deeply. Knowing when to walk away is equally important. Life is full of situations that test your patience and boundaries, but walking away from negativity or toxicity shows inner strength. It sends a clear message that you value your peace and well-being. Confidence, when balanced with humility, is magnetic. People gravitate toward those who are secure in themselves without feeling the need to boast. It's not about being the loudest in the room, but about having a quiet assurance in your own worth. Accepting your flaws and mistakes adds to this charm. Nobody is perfect, and pretending to be often pushes people away. When you embrace your imperfections, it creates a deeper connection with others, as it shows vulnerability and authenticity. Finally, resilience is a trait that leaves a lasting impression. Life will always bring challenges, but your ability to keep going inspires everyone around you. Persistence is a sign of inner strength and determination, qualities that are universally admired. When you embody these attitudes, you naturally draw people in. It's not about trying too hard, but about living authentically and being the best version of yourself. That's what makes you truly irresistible. While the latter option entails perseverance, struggle, and the sacrifice of short-term pleasures and comfort, the payoff, mental health and personal growth, is worth the effort. But what if Wilson's discovery of the connection between passivity and depression is not applicable to all, but only to a minority who, like Wilson, possess an unusually strong creative urge? Maybe for some people, passivity does not breed the suffering it did for Wilson. Would this mean that the struggle to spend our free time engaged in creative activity is a waste of time and energy? In his book, Restoring Pride, Richard Taylor provides a cogent argument for why the struggle to produce and create is always worth the effort, for as he explains, it increases our possibility of being able to attain the rare state of pride. Taylor defines pride as the justified love of oneself, and notes that, while many people claim to love themselves, more often than not, their self-love is not pride, but narcissism, or an arrogant shield to protect their underlying insecurity and self-hate. To be truly proud, Taylor explains, one must have the kind of love that is justified by the kind of person you are. That is, you must cultivate an extraordinary skill in a specific domain and thus attain personal excellence of the kind that sets you apart from others. The idea that some people are superior to others offends modern taste, for as Taylor points out, many have confused equal rights with equal worth. Just because every individual has natural rights and should be treated equally before the law does not mean that every individual possesses the same worth. For the ancient Greeks, this was self-evident. They recognized that, while most dedicate their life to fitting in with the herd, a relative few cultivate an uncommon virtue or skill, produce a work of exceptional worth, or proceed upon a path in the pursuit of personal greatness, irrespective of the applause or opinions of others. And, as Taylor notes, it is these latter individuals, the superior ones, who alone can love themselves in a manner not based on false pretenses. Therefore, the next time we find ourselves with leisure and the freedom to direct our own activities, rather than reflexively reaching for the remote, engaging in passive activities on the internet, or socializing about superficial subjects, we should ask ourselves,